Hello, students. Welcome to today's live lesson. Hi, please let me know you can hear me and see me well. It's okay if you don't see me, but I think hearing is important. I'm going to have a drink of, I'm so hot. It's so humid here in South Korea. I was walking outside today. Oh, so humid. Okay, thank you, Sleepwalker. Now, I know last week I promised money today. I promised to I promised to give out money in a game. Uh Not that much money. Like I was going to give prizes of I think I thought of non-member would get a $5 prize and channel member would get a $10 prize. But I was checking YouTube policy. No. I could lose my channel cuz that could be a type of gambling, and there's a lot of paperwork, and it's very complicated because each of you are from different countries, and each country has their different gambling laws. So it is possible that if I gave out a $10 prize, that I lose my channel. So sorry, I had to get rid of that idea. But anyway, welcome to today's live stream. I'm here to answer questions about English or just chat with you about anything in your life, whatever you want to talk about. Let me know in the comments. I've been busy these days. Busy. And I'm going to do a little bit of self promotion. So, some of you know I've been very busy. Um, these are my channels that I'm working on. And most of you probably know these channels. I have my main channel, Shaw English. This is how many subscribers. That's growing. Uh, but when you see, oh, Shaw English, 1.69 million subscribers, that means nothing. Subscribers means nothing because definitely when I put out a video, 1,690,000 people do not watch those videos. These days, it's very hard to just get 10,000 people to watch a video. So I wish this meant money. No. Learn English Live. This is growing well recently. Good. Welcome. If you're a new member, please say hi in the chat. And Connect Korea. Some of you are like, what? What's that? Connect Korea? Wow. Well, a few years ago, I started a channel, Connect Korea. I have no time to update it. I wish I had time to update it. That's about Korea. Don't go there because there's nothing there. But hopefully in the future, I'll have time to expand on Connect Korea. And then down here are the new channels that are taking up a lot of my time. Daily English Homework. I started that about a week and a half ago. It's growing well. And of course, ielts Insider about 2 weeks ago. It's starting to grow well. So these are what I'm focused on these days, hoping to get these ones out. If you're not subscribed, go to the description of the video and subscribe. All right. That's what I've been doing these days. And it's busy. Enough about me. Let's check the chat. Let's check what you guys have to say. Oh, you can see that line. Usually I move the monitor so you can't see it. That's my seek. Okay, there. It's the there's a big chat. Layla says the weather today is super hot. It's 50 degrees C. I'm complaining about the humidity in Korea, but geez, 50 degrees. I just cannot imagine that much heat. I cannot imagine 50 degrees. The hottest I've been in is about 40 degrees, 41 degrees. I remember when I was a child, nothing recent. Oh yeah, when I went to India, there was a lot of 40 degrees, 41, 42, but 50. Layla, how do humans survive in an area with 50 degrees? And does everyone have air conditioning? If you don't have air conditioning, like, does the government make sure everyone has air conditioning and power? Like, if you have air conditioning and the power goes out, do you just die? You cook in your house. Uh, what about there? Well, it's humid. It's very humid, which makes sticky weather. I'll just quickly check the temperature here. 27 degrees, so it's like your winter. Anna Maria, who joined my family 2 months ago. Anna Maria, 3 months ago. Wow, Anna Maria is such a great student. Very diligent, very active. You have to be active to be learning English. And Anna Maria, you're very impressive. Very good personality and always interacting and joking. So, way to go, Anna Maria. Another good student. I was surprised. I didn't expect Salamane to stay with the group very long, but you stayed, and good for you to stay in the group, stay active, and be part of the family. Sleepwalker, who is not in my WhatsApp groups, uh, came here today to make money and is very disappointed the game's canceled. But Sleepwalker, you're always welcome to join our WhatsApp groups where we have a lot of fun 24 hours a day. Lavanya, another student who I didn't expect to stay very long, but Lavanya, good for you to keep being active. Because I have the WhatsApp groups, I have Telegram groups, and I got a lot of students in and out, in and out, in and out. Thousands of students over the years, and some stay and some don't stay. A lot don't stay. 30 degrees is quite hot for Russia. Yeah, 30 degrees in Russia. All right, do you guys have any English questions? English questions. I'm here to answer your questions. They do not sponsor me. This is called Tam Zero. I think this is a Korean drink. It's called Tams. They got different. This is lime. This is lemon. Uh, but in Korea, they put zero, which means 0 calories. Uh, so these drinks have zero. It says 0 calories, but actually it has 5 calories. But I don't know. I guess they are allowed to say zero. But they're good. I like them better than Diet Coke or something like that. They do not sponsor me. Is that in your country? I think that's just a Korean brand, Tams. They're new this year. All right. Hello, Kavinu and Harry 300 and Lolly Lolly. Join our group. 24 hours of fun, 7 days a week. Oh, it gets worse for Layla. I heard maybe in the coming days. So you want to say in the coming days. Good expression. In the coming days, we will have super high degrees such as 51 to 52 degrees Celsius. Time to move. Time to move. Get your passport, get on the plane, and go to Canada. And Sleepwalker is a plan, well, has a plan to steal. You got steel. Remember, steel and steel. Steel, this steel is like metal, and this steel is like a thief. Oh, you guys are chatting too much. Hendrix here. Okay. Eunice is here. Great. Two great guys. In my chat groups, usually there's a lot of women because the women keep the rules and the men come into these groups looking for women. I usually kick them out really quick, but good for you. Good for Hendrik and Eunice for staying good gentlemen. Anyone have an English question? That's why I'm here. Put me to work. Oh, I think this is the biggest chat I've ever seen. You guys are too friendly. You come in, hello, everyone, hello, 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 talking to each other. Again, you're not here. What is this? Give us kisses. What are you talking about, Anna Maria? This is a family show. Are you talking to me? You talking to someone else? Yeah, everyone's saying hello, Mr. Excellent. And Cavino said that. Cavino, you are what my favorite YouTuber and best teacher. Thank you, Cavino. Cavino, Gavin with English. Tika says, I rarely open YouTube. Tika NF. What is the NF? Tika no fun. Shabani Hamimu, welcome. You look like a young guy. How old are you, Shabani? Aruna Edu, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you have any English questions, that's why we're here. Julio, again, greetings. We got 10 minutes of greetings. Easy, busy lemon squeezies. All right. Easy. What's the expression? Easy peasy. I think it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not busy, because busy doesn't rhyme. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. What does that mean? Uh it is only a spoken expression and it's silly. It's just a fun way to say something is easy. Uh can you do this for me? Can you help me move my house? And someone might say, easy peasy lemon squeezy, which is just a fun way to say easy in English. There are some other fun expressions that I cannot think of right now. I would have to prepare that. It's just a fun way to say easy. Off the top of my head, I guess another fun expression is uh, see you later, alligator. Fix the spelling. See you later, alligator. Of course, that's not talking about alligators. It's just a fun way to say goodbye. See, of course, later, like easy peasy squeezy, that rhymes. Later, alligator, that rhymes. These are only spoken. Do not say them to your boss. Say that to your friend or children, something like that. Okay, everyone repeat after me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, you can't change the words. You have to know. Of course, we would never write this. It's just a spoken expression. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, Eunice, you said easy busy lemon squeezy, but busy doesn't rhyme. Which situation can you use it? Just a fun way. Hi, sir. Ganzanaf. Again, let me try this. Gazanfar Ali. Welcome. All right. Now, 15 minutes in, we finally got. Well, I guess Eunice had the first question with easy peasy lemon squeezy. Layla says, could you please check my sentence? No problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I am going to. Here, I got to think. What's the. Don't listen to that. Okay, I'm just getting an easy way to copy paste because I cannot copy from this program, but I can copy from the other. Oh, geez, this is the longest chat I've ever seen. All right, copy paste. Here we go. Copy paste. Ugh, what? Paste. Ugly color. Change it. Black. Could you? All right, here we go. Finally, I'm ready as a teacher. If I walk inside by going back and forth, I feel like if I run around home, that, whoa. If I, well, okay. You see these blue lines down here? That means problem, big problem. All right. If I walk inside, going back and forth. Now, there is a word we can use going back and forth. That's called if I pace. Pace means kind of walk back and forth. So I took that long sentence and I just replaced it with one word. If I pace inside, I feel like we don't want to use if. I feel like I am running around, around home. I feel like I'm running around. We don't need to say home because we got inside already. It's kind of repetitive. I'm not sure if that's what you're trying to say. If I pace inside, I feel like I'm running around. Harry 300. I'm going to be a little bit quicker today because there seems to be a lot of questions. Come on, help me out here. Why is this never easy? All right. I was wondering why there were only 3 people joining the lesson, only me and Cavino and someone else. It turns out that was a different channel. Yes, I am broadcasting 3 places. I am broadcasting on Learn English Live and Daily English Homework and Facebook. Welcome all. How can you manage your time and do a lot of things? Work, study, YouTuber, active groups, etc. Well, Kelly, I have no children. That helps. If I had children, none of this would happen. It's hard to manage my time because now it is almost 11 p.m. in Korea. After this live stream, I got to check a lot of homework. I probably won't go to bed until about 2 a.m. Hi, Robin. I'm planning to deal with ielts. Okay. And I don't know a lot about it. So if you can give me some constructive feedback, that can help. Well, put the join our channel. I got the links. No, I don't. Yes, I do. We have our own IELTS channel now. So go to that channel. We're doing live streams there a few times a week. I think it's this one. I'll put it in the chat. That's to the IELTS channel. Join there. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you got questions, go there. Robin, you grew up in a snow country, so you probably miss snow, don't you? Well, I usually everyone says that. Oh, you grew up in Canada. You like cold weather. No, you can grow up like Layla in Saudi Arabia, where it's 50 degrees. That doesn't mean she loves 50 degrees. And if she goes to another country, that doesn't mean she misses 50 degrees. So, or you could grow up in a country with a lot of pollution. And when you leave that country, you're not going to miss that pollution. So, no, the answer is no. Rich Fit official, hello. I'm doing well. How are you? It's my first live stream. Welcome, sir. Oh, I didn't ask you. All right, hello. Can you tell me who you are, Mr. Excellent? I am Mr. Excellent today and always forever. Greetings from Honduras, Oscar Orlando Cruz Sanchez. I have been to Honduras. I was hitchhiking in Honduras. I was crossing the border. I think it's from Guatemala into Honduras on foot. I crossed the border. There was no buses. I had to hitchhike. And I went to the capital. What's the capital city of Honduras? Tulgucigalpa, something like that. Tulgucigalpa. Sorry, I was there, but I already forgot the capital. Tulguci. It's very difficult to say. It's a long name. Yeah, I had a good time there. Why didn't you meet me? Honestly, the government does not allow anyone to hire someone to let them work, him or them, or man or woman, work outside with the high degrees. So they should allow them to work only to noon. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I, Anna Maria, I'm not going to say good words to you very often because I don't want you to be too happy, too proud. So I don't want to make you too high. I got to bring you down sometimes, and you can bring me down anytime. Robin, if I was silent, would you remove me from the groups? Occasionally, I'm thinking that every few months, sometimes I go into my WhatsApp groups and I'll check who hasn't talked in a long time because that's part of a security issue. Because sometimes people in the WhatsApp group they change their numbers and actually they left the group, they changed their numbers, and then new people somehow get in the group with that number. It's weird stuff. So, for security reasons, I usually kick out people I haven't heard for a while. And if they send me a message, hey, let me back in. Yeah, okay. So if I kicked you out, Tika, it might be because I'm worried about your number. You just send me a message, let me back in. Okay. Okay. Wild and wildish. I don't think we say wildish. Wildish. Hmm. I don't know where we would use that. Wildish. Of course, that question's from Sleepwalker. Wow, no, there is no word in the Oxford Dictionary. There is no word wildish. Uh, we have wild to describe an animal as wild, and we have wilderness. That is a similar word, which would mean where the people don't live, the animals live in the mountains or the forest, the wilderness. And there, it's this would be interesting word or the words because the vowel sound changes. This is wild. And although you see wild here, when you add this erness, it changes into wilderness. Everyone repeat after me. Wild, a wild animal, a wild beard, out of control, and wilderness, far away from the cities, in the mountains, the forest, where the wild animals live. But wildish, I cannot find it. Wild and wilderness. As far as I know, most people in my area have air conditioning, but they are different with the kind of air conditioning. Some have the cheaper kind, but rich people have high quality. So, Layla, my question to you, do you have the cheaper air conditioner or do you have the high quality air conditioner? Tika, are you lactose intolerant, Robin? No. So I can have milk, cheese, uh, but I don't like milk or cheese. So if I get a hamburger, I usually take out the cheese or make sure there's no cheese on it. Uh, I don't drink milk, so it's not a health issue, but just I don't like it. Farrakhan, hello, welcome. All right. Oh, I gotta really speed up on the chat here. Okay, without okay. I am going to have to comment just on the English questions. If I walk inside, oh, did I answered that? Am I lost in the chat? Easy. Oh yeah, easy peasy. We can shorten that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sometimes people just say easy peasy. If I were you, I will blah blah blah. Why don't you use I was Hendrik? That was the homework on the daily English homework for using hypothetical situations that are imaginary or not true. We use, I think the grammar term is subjunctive. You can check that, which would mean we're going to use were. If I were for a wish, and this is kind of if I was something. So the homework I gave was about wish. I wish I were rich. So an imaginary situation. Again, you have the if. It's an imaginary situation. If I were you, easy peasy. But of course, native speakers will use was. If I were you, no. If I was you, a native speaker will say that. Technically, it's a grammar mistake, but accepted. In English, we're going to break the rules, deal with it. Are you the grammar police? Arrest me. Which one makes sense? You are welcome to the group or you are welcome the group. Welcome to the group. Robin, what vehicle do you think I'm going to use if I say I will drive you to school? Is it always a car? Is it working for motorcycle? If you said you were going to drive me to school, good question. I would think a car. That's going to be a car or SUV, something like that, a vehicle. If you said, let me give you a ride to school, that could also be a car, but that might work for motorcycle and bicycle. But again, if you said, let me give you a ride, I'm going to think car. Let me drive you, definitely car. But if I know you have a motorcycle and you said, let me give you a ride, I would think motorcycle. But if I don't know you have a motorcycle, I'm always going to think car. I'm never going to think helicopter unless you tell me you have a helicopter. What if I was just walking, no vehicle? Let me walk you to school. In that case, let me walk you to school, or let me walk you to school. Krishnana Mishra, what's up? You have to join in the links below this video. You got to register. Do not call me. Do not call anyone. You just participate in the groups, follow the rules, and we'll help you out. He is a mischievous guy and always do silly jokes. Yeah, and he does. Excuse me. He is a mischievous guy and always does silly jokes. Instead of does, he always makes is probably a better verb to use with silly jokes. He always makes silly jokes. Uh, he always he always does silly pranks. So pranks is you open the door and he scares you or something. So you make jokes and you do pranks, but we got to use does, not the do. Who asked that, Kevin? Okay, that's a good question. Good question, my friend. Robin, we saw the zero conditional this week. Can we use also if plus present tense and second tense? I will go through all that. I'm not going to talk about that now because I'm going to teach that on that channel later. So just ask that in the group because I really, really hate teaching grammar on a live stream because that takes preparation and got to be very careful to make everyone understand. So I'm not going to do it here. Question denied. Rejected. Please pronounce these phrasal words. They're just words. Later, later, louder. Later, louder. Robin, the words possessed and obsessed have quite similar meanings. Can you clarify the difference? Of course, this is Sleepwalker. Every time Sleepwalker asks a question, I gotta go to my assistant, the Oxford Dictionary. I'm trying to. They can be similar. I know what you mean by similar, but generally speaking, possessed and obsessed are very different. Okay, so obsessed means you're always focused on. I got so many things on the screen. There's no space for me. Here, let me. So I like to look at myself. Possessed. Okay, you're obsessed. You're always focused on something, always thinking about something. You're obsessed with Robin's live stream. You think about it every day. I wish he did a live stream every day for 24 hours. I can't sleep because I'm eagerly waiting. You're obsessed with that. So obsessed is kind of negative. It's kind of unhealthy to be so focused on everything. Now, possessed means there's an evil spirit that is controlling you. So it could be a more religious word. He's possessed by the devil. There's some evil spirit in him controlling him. So they're quite different in that way. But we can say possessed meaning like some bad habit is possessing him. Some bad habit is possessing him like an evil spirit. And Sleepwalker, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but it is possible they can have a similar meaning. But generally speaking, possessed means an evil spirit is controlling him, and obsessed means someone has an unhealthy focus on something. But certainly, they in some situations they can mean the same. Alligator. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I want you to send a voice note. And that's your homework, Eunice. You send a voice note in the WhatsApp group. You got to say easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy 3 times. Hey, Mariam is back. Hello, Mr. Amazing. Excellent. Thank you. You added amazing. Thank you very much. I pace inside. Okay, good. You can underline them later if you believe you can't understand them anymore. Please read this very fast. You can underline them later if you can't. You can I can't read fast. I speak so slow. You can underline them later if you believe you can't understand them anymore. It is snowing where you are. Is it snowing where you are? The world from my tower is draped in white, and flakes are big as popcorn. That seems something from a book. I can't sense a meaning of drop in match the meaning in the dictionary. What do you think? Oh, I don't understand the question. The world from my tower is draped in white flakes as big. You put are big. I think that should be an as big as popcorn. I can't see the meaning of drop in. What do you mean drop in? Later, I don't understand this question. Sorry. Can you rephrase the question? I am stupid. Remember that when you're making questions. Robin is a little slow. Okay, sorry, teacher. Could you don't say sorry? That's why we're here, Mariam. You have a question, you ask me, I'll do my best to explain. Could you explain the meaning of the usage as might as well? Might as well. Okay. Okay, might as well. Let's put that bigger than me. So this is an expression, and let's make a dialogue. I got to think. Give me a 10-second break. I cannot think of a dialogue. But we would use this expression when someone has a request. They're asking you to do something, or you might be giving some advice to someone. Might as well means just do it. No problem. Just do it. Nothing to lose. Let's see if I can get a good dialogue from the internet, because as you know, I am um, terrible at making immediate dialogues. There's nothing on the internet. uh, might as well is more of a passive way, like not very eager to say, okay, might as well. So passive meaning you're not very, you don't really care. Might as well. So to agree to something or give a suggestion. Uh, Someone says giving advice, you might as well start exercising. Here, we got a sentence. So, if giving advice, you might as well start exercising. Is a suggestion, just kind of uh, it's not a big deal. It's not a big thing. It's a simple, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just do it. It's not a big task. You might as well do it. It's easy. This, yeah, Mariam, I'm sorry, this expression would work good if I could think of some dialogues, but I cannot think of dialogues right now. So if anyone else could bring in a dialogue and I could copy paste, that would be great. I cannot talk more on that. I just like snow. That's why I do not like snow. Never mention snow again in my live streams. That's the first rule of these live streams. Never mention cold or snow. Bring me nightmares of Canada. All right. Yes. All right. Robin, is being an English teacher your dream profession when you were a kid? I got a dialogue from mine as well. All right, thank you, Harry. I can answer two questions with here. We'll say Robin talking to my mom back in this is a conversation back in 1999, uh, May no April. This is history. April 1999. Robin says, "I think I will go teach in Korea." My mom, might as well. What is that? Might as well. That's her saying, "Okay, you have nothing else to do, so yeah, that's easy for you to do. Just go do it. Might as well." So, not really an opinion, not really a strong opinion of yes or no, just kind of a basic, yeah, do it. Might as well. So, is being an English teacher your dream profession when you were a kid? Not at all. No way. When I was a kid, I'd never imagined I'm going to be doing live streams from South Korea to an international audience over something called YouTube and the internet, because the internet didn't even exist as when I was a kid. Um, the teacher, I wanted to be a teacher. I guess after 1 year in Korea. So when I first came to Korea for 1 year teaching, and then I might as well be a teacher. I might as well be a teacher. It's something to do. So I started to get more teacher training and build my career. I seen an example. Where did you see that, Sleepwalker? Where? I don't believe you. I'm checking Google, and if it's not on Google, that means you're telling us lies. It's on Google. I see it. All right. So, anyway, it'll be fair. So, if we have wild, it's not common at all, Sleepwalker. We don't usually use wildish, but you can. The wild cat bit me. Cat was wild or is wild. So this is how we're gonna express the cat. Now we're not gonna say the wildish cat. No, it's not gonna work that way. No, no, no. So we don't usually use wildish to describe the cat. Now it is similar to a word. So if I'm talking about a human, he, and he is like an animal. He's like an animal. Animal. He is wildish. I might use that, but 99.9% of the time I'm not going to use that. I'm going to say he is wild. He is wild, but wildish is more like wild. Not quite wild, but like wild. So a similar similar word. Thank you, Sleepwalker. You broke me. You broke the teacher. Childish. So childish is common. He is childish. He is like a child. He is childish. So from there, I think people are very rarely using wildish to mean he is like wild. But students, I do not want you to use wildish. You might see it like sleepwalker, but it's very rare. I didn't know it until I checked in 2 seconds. I knew exactly what it was. Uh, but don't use that. Just use wild, 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 wild. Okay. I think that answers the question, sleepwalker. So I'm going to move on. You broke the teacher again. Ooh, it's all in a day's work. Now, that is a spoken expression. It's all in a day's work. You're not going to write that in an essay. I don't know if I'm explaining well. It's all in a day's work. You just want to express that something you're doing is just a normal part of your job. So if I made a quick dialogue, which I'm terrible at making, wow, Robin, you need to check 30 homework assignments every day. And Mr. Excellent says it's all in a day's work. So, student A, very surprised. I got to check the 30 homework assignments every day. And Mr. Excellent says it's all in a day's work means that's just my normal job. 1 day job. That's normal. Normal for me. Wild beard. Harry 300, I want your homework is to start growing a beard each day in the chat room. Send us a photo of how much your beard has grown. And because you have Harry 300, let's try to grow a beard for 300 days, Harry. So I expect that to start seeing those photos tomorrow. For 300 days, grow the beard. Do you have a website you recommend to measure our English level? I do have a level test. I have a pretty good level test on shyenglish.com. I do recommend. I worked very hard to make, and it's no level test is 100% accurate. But if you do go to shyenglish.com, I have an advanced level test, a basic grammar test, and an advanced level test. You take this advanced level test, you tell me your score, and I will have a good idea of your level. Other websites will have level tests. Of course, you can pay for IELTS test or TOEFL test. And of course, to me, the only real level test is when you are talking to a native speaker and the native speaker understands what you are saying, then you have an awesome level. That's the only true level test. I can have a test on my website. You can take IELTS, but these are not accurate. These are not accurate ways to properly check your level. Let's see. I'm about 20 minutes behind the chat, so I'm sorry. I'm going to skip some questions. What does it say? Oh, spelling cheaper. Cheap is with an A. The cheaper kind of a. Oh, that's too bad, Leila. Mariam, what's the difference between sentiment and opinion and feeling? Now, Mariam, these are synonyms, and sometimes they mean the same, and sometimes they're a little different. And because these are dictionary words, I don't have the time right now to go into much detail of, because there's so many different situations, hundreds of thousands of different situations. I can't go through them. So sentiment is more of a slight feeling. Sentiment can have many meanings: opinion, feeling. Sorry, Mari, I'm not going to touch this question. Sorry, I'm very sorry. It'll just take too long. Ask me again in the future when there's. I love English in the bottom of my heart. This is wrong. The expression is I, well, whatever, from the bottom of my heart. You got to use from the bottom of my heart. I love English from the bottom of my heart. Robin, why don't we use the plural for fish? We can, and we can plural both of those. So it's the rule. You can plural fish. There's fish, the animal, fish, the food. Now, generally speaking, fish is uncountable. Uh, but, but, the no, come on. I just want to copy paste here. Come on, Google Docs. Don't embarrass me on the live stream. All right, here are many different fishes. So, different kinds of fishes in our pond. You can use plural. It is possible sometimes. Most of the time, it is uncountable. And hair, if I'm talking about the hair on my body, uncountable. But I can take one hair. Well, I'm not going to pull my hair because at my age, all hair is very valuable because I'm losing it. I could take one hair, two hairs, but generally speaking, I have hair on my body. But when I take individual hairs, I can count them: one hair, two hairs. My car is a sedan, not a sedan. Can we use do to give emphasis? Yeah. Yeah, only speaking though. So in speaking, good question. I think I think this is what you're asking. If it's not, instead of saying "send me a message," I might say "do send me a message," which is giving emphasis to the sentence "send me a message." Do send me a message. Do talk to me later. Do ask questions. We can. That's only a spoken thing. It's possible. If I go out for a walk daily in the morning, yep, excuse me, that's right. But I wouldn't use a comma. I would use a period. So if I go out for a walk, if I go for a daily walk, I would say, if I, let me copy paste from, yeah, I got to type it. Not in blue, black. If I, so I is always capitalized. You always need the capital I. You can never write I as small in English. Impossible. If I go out for a daily walk, so I would switch walk in the morning. That's right. And all right. So the problem here is, okay, okay, comma is right, but the problem is you put a capital letter after the comma. That's what confused me. There's no capital letter there. It's going to be after comma. Many students put a capital letter, not in English. Bingo. There you go. That's it. That's a beautiful sentence. If I go out for a daily walk in the morning, it makes me healthy and fresh. Now, if that's a good sentence, but if I want to be really picky, I would focus on the word fresh. What does that really mean? But there's a fish in the tank and there are fish in the tank. Yeah. I don't make the rules for English. English is not a perfect language, but you're saying is fish, is tells me one, are fish tell me many. So the is and are is how I would distinguish. I'm used to listening to American accent and British. I think if I listen to multiple accents, that might help me more. Yes, I. It's an international world. You have to listen to multiple English accents, not just focus on British accent or American accent. Again, if you take the IELTS test, they or yeah, the IELTS test, they will use multiple accents. They're testing you. And when I take IELTS listening, it's hard for me sometimes when I hear like an Australian accent or New Zealand accent and they say some words. I'm like, I don't know what they said. So it takes practice. If someone asks me when was the last time you cried, is it a taboo question? It can be. You don't want. I know I asked that in my 100 questions videos for fun, but that's a question you might just ask a close friend, not a stranger. Duet. I'm gonna sleep it off. I'm gonna sleep over. What's the difference? Mm, I am feeling well. Uh, if you could, you. I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna sleep it off, which means I will go to sleep, and when I wake up, I will be better. And I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna sleep it off, or maybe I'm drunk. I know, Kevino, you're only 12 years old, but this is a common one. I'm going to sleep it off, which means I'm drunk. I'm going to go to sleep. When I wake up, I'm not drunk anymore. I'm going to sleep it off. Sleepover, it means someone sleeps at your house. Uh, Now, you wrote it here as a noun. Please come to my house for a sleepover, which means you would come to my house and sleep in my house. Uh, please, as a verb, please come sleep eh, over at my house. All right. So this would be, what's the fix me? What did I do wrong? All right. It wants me to say come over, but yeah, you can say come sleep over at my house as as a verb action there. JJJJ, hello. All right. This is collective nouns. Robin, I noticed some interesting things about following. So the number of houses are being built in this area. The number of houses is growing in this area. Uh, I would use is. It's one of those things nobody cares. Sleepwalker, nobody's going to care. But technically, I think it's going to be is because the number of houses is actually one thing. Uh, but you're going to hear both. You're going to hear both. That's a collective noun. So that's like family. Or ice. Google wants me to fix this. So technically, yeah, a family, one group. So singular is a number of houses is one a group. It could be considered a group, a number of houses. So let's put it in, see what Google says. It's gonna be embarrassing if I'm wrong. It doesn't fix me. So yeah, Google's not fixing me here. So yay, I'm right. And let's put R. Hey, that's wrong. Okay, I'm doing a good job. I know what I'm talking about. If Google agrees with me, that means I am Mr. Excellent. So yeah, the number of houses, one group. I think you got it. If you want to learn Korean, is it possible for me to support you as I got a book? I do not want to learn Korean. All right. It is snowing where you are. The world from my tower is draped in white and flakes and white as not and it has to be as flakes or as big as popcorn. So okay. Draped in. That sounds like a dictionary word. I'm gonna go to the dictionary. Check that phrasal verb. I know what it means, but I want to see what the dictionary drape. You're gonna get minus points if I see it in the dictionary. Drape in. Hmm. Yeah. How do they use it? All right. It says to drape. is the meaning. To drape something. So you can drape around, drape over, drape across, and it says etc, which means also you can use drape in something. So all of those prepositions. So to hang clothes materials loosely on somebody or something. So in your sentence, it is snowing where you are. The world from my tower is draped in white as flakes as big as popcorn. So draped in white. The world has loose snow of the snowflakes are very big, like popcorn, very loosely, puffy snow covering the world. So draped loosely. Not packed, very loose, fluffy snow. Okay. Yeah, just I should just teach using emojis. Probably people would understand better. What's the difference between into and onto? I'm not going to touch that one, Hendrik, because that isn't that's those are dictionary words. You just type in into dictionary, onto dictionary. You should bring in two sentences, one sentence using into, one sentence using onto, and I bet you're not going to bring those sentences because you're going to find out the solution to your answer in 2 seconds from the dictionary. Uh, sorry for my question. Don't say sorry, Marianne. That's why I'm here. What's the difference between trekking through the woods and hiking through the woods? Trekking kind of means a longer journey. I'm hiking through the woods for 30 minutes. Trekking is kind of maybe a day, 2 days, a week. So it's more of a longer journey to go through the woods. Hiking, yeah, hiking could also be like I went hiking for a week, but people say I went on a trek, which is kind of more formal way, more serious hiking. Tito live, hello, I'm well. You said that at 12. What time is it now? Oh, you said that a long time ago. I'm behind. What is something you would like to say to your followers, but you can't? Well, I can't. I can't. What kind of question is this? I can't say it because I can't. What is the lesson? Are you talking to me? It's hard to know if you guys are talking to me or other chat members. I almost forget. No, I almost forgot. You can't say I almost forget. Number 1 is wrong. Number 2 is your answer. All right, speeding up. Do you believe that you are a native speaker? Yes. Are you asking me or are you asking someone else? I am definitely a native speaker. All right. Harry 300. I am interested in playing chess. I would say I'm interested in playing chess. So A, I would be no. My cat, no. 2B is correct. 1A, no. Number 1, I am interested to play chess. We wouldn't say that. You would say I'm interested in playing chess. My cat died yesterday. Those are the only answers. And what? So those are the only answers. If I didn't answer the question, can you rephrase the question? People are this is a editing, Cavino. I'm not going to fix up your sentences during the live stream right now. Sorry, I don't have time to edit. If you have a question, I can answer, but I'm not going to edit. So please don't send, here, Robin, fix these sentences for me. No, that's editing. You got to ask a question. Robin, what does this mean? Or what? How can I use this as a sentence? That's a normal question. Robin, is it okay to do not care about grammar and speaking test of IELTS? For example, that you talked about the meaning of this. If I was, well, Eunice, we always want to get the best grammar we can get, but of course, everyone taking the IELTS test does not have perfect grammar. And this is a good question to ask on the IELTS Insider grammar live stream, not this live stream. But for IELTS, yeah, they're focusing on fluency. So you can speak very fast, have terrible grammar, but you're communicating very well. So it's up to the IELTS examiner. You want to do your best in grammar, but of course, if your grammar is not perfect, you're going to lose some points, but not that many if other parts of your speech are great. And that is an excellent question to ask James, because James is the best IELTS teacher in the world. Yeah. James will be there. James is there forever on the IELTS. Probably I will upload a video on daily English homework. Is could would more firm? Well, guys, stop with the questions. This is not a 24-hour live stream, so I wrote stop. I will not answer questions after that point, so please stop. I'm already working overtime right now and not getting paid. If is could would more formal than can will, for instance, okay, I could do it for you, and I can do it for you. As far as I know, using may, could, would make it more formal. Yes, that would be correct. I can do it for you is common, but I it depends. These modals. There's so many ways to use modals. Of course, asking someone, "Would you like a drink?" Of course, is very polite and formal, rather than "Do you want a drink?" But could I do it for you? May I do it for you? May would be the most polite. It depends on the situation. It's going to be case by case, Tika. You're looking for a rule. You're looking for a single rule to help you understand may, could, and would. You're not going to find that universal rule. It's case by case, depending on the situation. And this is one reason people have difficulty with modals. It's a struggle. I'm sorry, Tika, I can't really talk about that, but words like would and could, may is always polite. I can give you that rule. May is always polite. But would, could, sometimes they're polite, sometimes they're just the normal way. Would you trust that Korea is safer than Canada for sexual harassment? Nope. I don't trust any country safe for sexual harassment. Pronunciation, water. Water. Okay, Marianne, thank you so much. It's all in a day's work is the synonym for the idiom. It's just another day in the office. Yep. Powder. What's new today? That is, you cannot say that. You say what's new today, not whatcha. What's new today? Powder. Common. Hurry up. I think you're confusing. Come on. That's different than common. Don't confuse those words. Come on. Hurry up. Now, come on and common sound very similar, but do not confuse them. Come on. Hurry up. We're starting to get a lot of IELTS questions. Are you planning to do reading practice IELTS next time, or you mix reading writing? With the IELTS channel, it's YouTube, right? So with the viewers decide. So the last live stream I did was reading. If a lot of people watch that, I will do another one. If not many people watch that, I won't do that one. So we are trying to get different topics in the live streams, but eventually the viewers decide what they want to watch. So James and I, right now we're deciding what you should learn, but as the channel grows, we got to focus on what the people want to watch. I hope people, we want to do all four: reading, writing, listening, and speaking, and vocabulary. We want to do it all, but of course, the viewers will decide what we focus on. Uh, for my next live stream, I will probably do another vocabulary because until now, the vocabulary was my top video on that channel. IELTS. IELTS. Do our best. How can I pay you for coffee as a friend? Cavino, you do not pay me. Cavino, I do not want your money. Other people, if I'm not hungry, I do have a job, but it's always nice to get students to show appreciation and buy me a coffee. You can become a channel member, but not necessary. I will love you. No, actually, I will love you more if you bought me a coffee. But Cavino, you're young. You have no money. You do, Cavino, in 10 years or 15 years, when you have a job and you're making money, and I go to Sri Lanka, then you buy me a coffee. Yes, I would use the form is to in that case, but there were examples. Okay. Well, native speakers are going to use both ways because that's a confusing grammar point for native speakers. Do you think Google is better than you at teaching? No, don't trust AI and robots. Ooh, football, come sleep over with me. Is it correct? You got to be careful who you talking to. You're talking to a pretty girl. You're talking to your cousin. Very different. If you're talking to your cousin, come sleep over with me. Yeah, okay, let's hang out, watch TV. You're talking to a pretty girl. Different meaning. Oh, and we have the rich guy, Hyung Woo, who comes in with some money, $10 super sticker. Thank you very much, Hyung Woo. Flashing his money around. Well, his money, Hyung Woo's money is welcome here. If Hyung wants to give me $10 for a coffee, I'm going to say, Hyung, why didn't you give me more? Don't give me more, but just a joke. Thank you very much, Hyung. All right, I'm going to, what's going on? I hang the laundries on, I hang the laundry. You want to keep laundry as an uncountable noun. Laundry. I hang the laundry on a clothesline. What does news stand for? I don't know. Never eat wet sand? I don't know. News is just a word. I watch English news, a good habit to promote. Yep, that sounds good. Robin, we like you and your lessons. Yeah, thank you, Sleepwalker. I assume, Sleepwalker, that you like me because you're still here after years. You're pretty loyal, Sleepwalker. Home and house. Sometimes they mean the same thing. Sometimes they're different. If you want to get technical, house is a building. Home is so. Generally speaking, I want the sense of a house or home is the same thing. That's the place where you live, but a house is a building name. It is a house, like a factory, or no, let's say a building or something. It's a name, a style of a house, but that's also where you live. But home is always where you live. I'm going home. I'm going where I live. I'm going to my house. I don't live in a house. I live in Korea we call it a villa. So I wouldn't say I'm going to my house. I could say that. The rules are these are not strict rules for home and house. But I would say I'm going home, whether it's a house, a villa, apartment building. Yep, don't say sorry. If I put water onto fire, it turns off. Eunice, that is not that's awkward. That's really awkward. Because we would say if I put my pen onto the desk, the cat will knock it off. I'm going to stay away from water and fire. You can't turn off fire. Uh, yeah, Eunice, I'm not going to go into water fire. That's a little more complicated, but I used pen and desk. That works. Yeah, you got minus points. Thank you, Kavita. Thank you. Stop. All right, I wrote stop. Let's see. Thank you. So an hour 21. Does Teacher James have IELTS channel? Of course. I put the link earlier. James and I have the IELTS channel, so I will put the link again. I gotta get the link. Well, I'll show you how to find it. So if you go to YouTube, there we are right now on YouTube. Yay! Me. If I type in IELTS Insider, Insider. Now on my browser, I'm number one right there. IELTS Insider. You can see my last live stream, skimming and scamming, essential skills. Essential skills. There's James. Now there's another channel, IELTS Insider. Uh, don't go there. That's the competitor, and this channel's dead anyway. So we're gonna grow here. IELTS Insider. Go there. Go there. Go there. Good thing I posted all my today's questions already. Yep. All right. Bye. You guys are going to spend 10 minutes saying goodbye. The hero of this lesson was sponsored by Hyung-woo Joe. Super sticker. Now, Hyung-woo, I think $10, if you're still listening, that might be the highest someone gave me on this channel. Maybe you gave me $10 before, Hyung-woo. You're the big spender. Hyung-woo, why don't you come on if next week's live stream? We could do a Zoom call. Football. Oh, football. Is trust the synonym of belief? Yeah. Many times trust and believe are synonyms, but not 100% of the time. I don't know every situation right now, but often they mean the same thing. But sometimes, depending on the situation, they might mean something different. Julio Gonzalez, thank you. And Ina X-Men. Hi, teacher. Welcome. Hyungun, did you pass the IELTS test this morning? Because we did some practice on the Robin's channel. Well, Hyungun took the TOEFL test. So I think it was back in 2016. I helped him a little bit. He had about 6, 7, 8 months to study to get the TOEFL test to go to America because he was going to American University and he needed TOEFL and his English sucked. And he joined the Toastmasters speech club. And I think that really, really helped him. Really, really helped him. And of course, I was there, but I don't want to take credit for Hyung-woo. Everything Hyung-woo is successful at is his because of his own diligence. I'm a tool, right? Some of you don't know how to use me properly, but Hyung-woo knows how to use tools properly. The kids are watching this live stream, Harry 300. Robin, you did a lot of work today. You should not take your effort. Yeah. Good expression. Yep. All right. Yep. I am. What would I be doing? Skimming or scanning? Both. Maybe skimming because I am kind of quickly reading everything. So scanning would mean I'm looking for specific words. I'm not looking for specific words, so it'd be a skimming. Just quickly. Cowish. Masi. Hello, welcome. Found it. Thank you so much. If you pour water on fire, it gets extinguished. Yeah, that's more of a way to water and fire. That's a special case. You pour water on fire. It we have some extra time now. Extinguish is the proper, precise word, but a more casual word. Water puts fire out. This is why puts out is the phrasal verb. Puts out. Water puts fire out. Put out. Put out the fire with water. Put out. I guess he had enough of us this week. Anna Maria, I have enough of you guys every day. Mariam, thank you. Cowish is from Facebook, but no message. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so sleep where Robin brought me to the English Speech Club, which is Toastmasters. Toast Tasters? No, Toastmasters. I practiced TOEFL test examiner and then I took the test and I passed. He passed. I will add barely, but he did it. He did it in a short amount of time. He did what needed to be done. That's all. That's all. That's all that mattered. This live is 1 hour and a half. Yes, it is. We had a lot of this must be my most active live stream in the history of this channel. We had a lot of new people today. We had $10 from Hyung-woo. And of course, the members. Thank you to the members who sponsor me for my drinks. Thank you for the TAMs. We turn off the light, turn off the machine, turn off the computer, not fire. Technology, turn off technology. Fire is not technology, except it's maybe technology to a caveman. All right. Thank you, everyone. See you in the chat groups. Have a good night. Bye bye.